And the guy comes over to me. He says, I'm so happy that I see you. I never thought I was going to meet you. He says, the reason I'm wearing tefillin is because of your music.
Hi everybody, it's Aryeh Fingerer. Welcome back to the Jewish and Joyful podcast. Music has the power to uplift, to inspire, to elevate, and to transform a person. In the times of the Holy Temple in the Beis Hamikdash, the Levites were engrossed in music. They used to always play, connect to Hashem, b'shira, v'zimra, with joyous song. With music, you'll be able to reach the most loftiest levels, spiritual levels. That's the power and the greatness of music. But if it's used in the wrong way, it could be detrimental to a person. It could be terrible for a person. It could ruin the person. An idea I heard is that medicine, if it's used in the right way, it could be greatly beneficial to the person. Medicine, if used in the right way, could greatly benefit a person. But if it's used in the wrong way, it could kill a person. But we could compare it to music. Music, if done the right way, could spiritually uplift someone. It could give someone the power to move on. And there's so many countless stories of people who got inspired by music and they got a new outlook on life, or how music brought people back to Yiddishkeit. There are stories like that we're gonna hear. Shir for music, the word shir, like shira, has the same letters as yashar, which means upright. If you want to listen to music, if you want to connect to music, you have to do it upright, because if you don't, it could be terrible for you. It could be terrible for your neshama. It could destroy a person. It could destroy your soul. I'd like to introduce Yaakov Shwekey, and we have to realize the power of music and how great music is. Since it's so great, we have to be so careful. And Beis Hashem, very, very soon, we should be zeicha to see Mashiach in our days, and we'll all sing together with the Leviim, b'shira v'zimra, the holy Beis Hamikdash. Enjoy this episode, and please follow and subscribe for more. Please share this with friends and family, and here we go. Welcome, it's a great honor to have you here.
Honor is mine. The honor is mine.
So if you could please first start off by sharing with us a little about yourself and your background.
The Sephardic side is my father. My mother's the Ashkenaz side. My mother, Aliyah Shalom. She was born in the DP camps in Germany. So I have extreme opposite, backgrounds from both sides. And that in turn, I use it in the music, in the Sephardic side of music, the Israeli side of music, and also Hasidic and regular Hasidic music. That helps me definitely because I grew up that way. I grew up, from both sides of the spectrum, and I was able to, to get both of those backgrounds, and I put it into music, Baruch Hashem.
So we're talking about being Jewish and joyful. So from a musical perspective, what's the connection between happiness and music, the connection between it growing through music?
The connection is very simple. I mean, it's not, it's the tool of music and the gift of music to the world. The Vilna Gaon writes is that if there wasn't Torah, he would be dealing with music all day long. Beis Hamikdash was full of music. David HaMelech, King David, the Tehillim that we say till today is filled with every single, Lamnatseach, okay, but you have Mizmor, which is Zemer. You have Shir Malos, of course. Everything is about him. The Gemara says he used to get up on Chatzos and sing. The Chassam Sofer said he was willing to give 1/3 of his Olam Haba to know how to sing. Why? Because singing and music is an expression of the soul. Lubavitcher Rebbe said it's the pen of the soul. And you want to express, and now we're coming out, Baruch Hashem, we just came out with a brand new song, and we'll come out with a brand new video tomorrow, Guf and Neshama. It's the Guf and Neshama, is your Neshama wants to express, it's not about the Guf. Of course, you have to take care of your Guf in this world, but the main song within is from the Neshama, and the Neshama wants to sing expression of ruchnius. Obviously, you have to use music to connect to the creator of it all. Our innate natural thirst is to connect to the creator, and of course Torah is the way, but the gift of music is there as a conduit for us to get a lot closer.
Unfortunately, a lot of people use it to disconnect. So like, how would you give someone advice, someone's listening to non-Jewish music? And could you explain how bad it is for the neshama? A lot of people don't realize right away, and the effects of non-Jewish music.
Well, I can tell you there are countless stories that of people that have come over to me over the years and said, thank you for your music and thank you for this. And but they told me the one thing that changed their life is once they heard the music and they connected to the music, they wanted to stop listening to the non-Jewish music and the music that have steered them the wrong way. That's how much music makes an impression on the soul. It's people don't realize this. Whatever you, I mean, it says it all over in Sfarim. Whatever you hear, whatever you see, whatever you hear, makes an impression on you, even though you don't realize it. So music has a way. They say a beautiful thing. I mean, they ask, well, why don't you make a bracha on music? You make a bracha on besamim. You make a bracha on eish, havdalah. Why don't you make a bracha on music? So they answer, because music bypasses all the goof and goes right to the neshama. Wow. You don't make a bracha, something that bypasses the physical. And it goes straight through, and it hits the soul. And if these people, the goyim out there that have millions and millions and hundreds of millions and billions of people, they're not worried about that. It's a business. And they want you to hear what's a hook song and what's a hit song and what in our industry, a lot of times people say, let's make a hit song. And I always say, it's not about a hit song. It's about your inspiration and you speaking it to the world. If it becomes popular, it becomes popular. That's great. But again, you don't do songs in Jewish music. You don't create a song for, you want to get the right beat, the right dance, okay. I'm not saying it shouldn't be, worthy of a dance and worthy of, no question. But our goals should be how to express what inspires us and wanting to, and everybody has a different song to sing. There's so many beautiful neshamas out there that know how to sing, and everybody has their taste and their way, and Hashem wants it that way. Hashem wants a world where we all sing in unison different types of songs. And but it's important, very important to. I'll never forget. I was in Manhattan years ago. I think it was a Haas concert, and I stayed overnight there because it was very late. And I went in the morning. Early in the morning. I went to the Safra synagogue in Manhattan, and the guy comes over to me right after davening with his tefillin on, and he starts talking Hebrew and French. I forget his exact words, but he says, I'm so happy that I see you. I never thought I was going to meet you. I said, yeah, who are you? This, that. Well, I think it was from Paris. He says, the reason I'm wearing tefillin is because of your music. And I said, what do you mean? He says, well, I grew up in a very non-religious house, and somebody got me your music, and I was able to connect through the music, and it made me change everything. And I told him, I'm so happy I was able to stay overnight and come here to this minyan to hear that, because it doesn't get old when people, and it's not only, it's, I'm sure Kalbach had, it's not only me, I'm sure there's Kalbach and many others had so many beautiful stories, because Jewish music, if you do it for the right reason and you're singing the right messages, when you explain to them what Vihisha Amda means, and when you explain to them, what Shema Yisrael means, and now Guf and Neshama, and now everything that you're doing, and then you put it into music. The gift of music is something that is, I see it with special children. Special children are known to be very, very high neshamas. And whenever I sing through the years, my wife has the Special Children's Center, so I go there, and each one of them lights up. As soon as you start a niggun, they start going wild, because it's all neshama. They are all neshama. And you could see it right away through their, whatever challenges they have, everything goes out the window when a song starts. So it's a very big gift. It's a great gift, music. And obviously it's there to enhance Yiddishkeit, and it's there to, especially in our generation, where we have a lot of things going on, and a lot of sadness now through the war and through things that are challenging in life. And the journey of life is, takes you on a road sometimes where, the niggun you sing is an expression of hope, expression of sadness for things that are happening and people that are being lost at a young age. But at the end of the day, Hashem wants us to be besimcha. Besimcha is the same letters as machshava. Machshava and besimcha is the same letters. Because to have joy and to have happiness, it starts in the mind. And if you think happy, and if you want to listen to a song and get into the song, I mean, I think the Stipler and Reb Chaim right. Somebody sent out a text before Shabbos to me. That if you explain to people the words of the niggun, if you explain to people the meaning of the song and then you sing it, the neshama on Shabbos has a much, much higher reach to where it's going to reach. I saw it, from Gedolim. So Jewish, it's just a gift to be able to express from the neshama the song that's playing in your heart. That's for sure.
Rav Pam said that the city of happiness is in the state of mind.
It's exactly what it is. Well, it's proven in the letters. If machshava and besimcha are the same letters, there's there's a lot to that. Rabbi Miller even said it. Happiness is a state of mind, and it's great that you have this podcast because people can listen and people could connect through here and understand that joy is everything. Everything about Judaism is joy. They asked the Arizal of how you got to where you got to in life, how you got to such a high level in Judaism. He said one word. He said joy.
Yeah.
He said, so we realize that, there are challenges. Yes, there is many different, but if we look at the what we call sometimes small things in life, the fact that we wake up, I know we had now, my wife brought the mother of a hostage taken in Gaza, and she invited her to my house. And we took her around to schools, and we took her. I mean, obviously, she's going through tremendous sorrow about her son, not coming out. But at the end of the day, she said, "I wake up. The fact that I wake up in the morning, I thank Hashem that I'm able to get up and express to Him how much I owe Him." And she's talking that way, and she says, "You know what? Just the fact that you get up in the morning, it says Moida ani lefanecha." Right? You say, thank you, Hashem. The Sfarim ask, why do you say emunatecha? What's that extra word? You could just say, thank you, Hashem. Thank you. Toda rabba. Why do you say be'emunasecha? They say emunasecha is your emuna in me.
Wow.
You gave me back my soul because you believe in me. And you believe and you want me to go through life happy. Now it's an avodah. And that's why they asked the Vilna Gaon, what's the hardest mitzvah? And he said, the hardest mitzvah is he took a few minutes and he thought, and he said, the hardest mitzvah is to be happy all 7 days of Sukkot, because it's a mitzvah there to be every second happy.
Yeah.
So that it's a tremendous avodah to be connected through joy. But that's what Hashem, listen, in the Torah it says black and white. Black and white. All the curses and all the evil came. There's no greater proof than that right there. Hashem says it in the Torah. It's not some sefer that said and explaining something. It's black and white because you did not serve Hashem with gladness and a good heart and joy.
Right.
Now, is it always easy? No, but it's extremely important. It's probably the greatest ingredient in Judaism is joy and simcha. You put on your tefillin b'simcha. Put on your. It's probably the greatest ingredient we have. No question about it.
I'd like to tell you about Parsha Knowledge, an incredible weekly Torah publication with a nice Torah thought story and incredible inspiration. It's perfect for you, for your Shabbos table. So if you want to get it for free, please email parshanknowledge@gmail.com. You can visit parshanknowledge.com. I'd also like to tell you about an incredible project called Olam Mishnah. Our Olam Mishnah is changing the world. That's helping thousands upon thousands of people learn the Chavetz Chaim's Mishnah and the Shulchan Aruch with beautiful English translation and notes and beautiful pictures. If you'd like to get one, please visit your local bookstore. You can visit their website, r-olam.org. This will change your way of learning Mishnah Berurah, a real game changer for you. So please check it out and get it.
And this forum, I mean, one of the forum that I love is this one right here. Gateway to Happiness by Reb Zelig Pliskin. Phenomenal. I mean, the stuff in here is just, you open any page, is just amazing, amazing, amazing stuff. He took a one of the things he says in here is that he took his Musar. He has a Musar Vad of like 10 people. This is in Israel. Yeah. And he told them, he asked them what your favorite thing is in life. And one of the guys says, write it down. He said, write down what your favorite thing is. One guy wrote down coffee. He says, now think about coffee for 10 minutes and how it got to your table. The guy had to grind it. He had to do the field. He had to make the beans. They had to ship it with the who knows what. They had to make, and then how it got to there and he gives a whole list. It took him, he said he thought it's going to take him 10 minutes. It took him an hour, and he could have spent another 5 hours on how that coffee came to his table. And when you use your mind, like we said, machshava is simcha. When you use your mind to appreciate just this, even a coffee, and how it got to the table, and how we don't, now I'm speaking for myself, I don't always, whenever I have a cup of coffee, I don't think for an hour. If we take some time to think about these things, how a shirt is made, how I got this jacket, how many hours did they spend making this jacket for me? Wow, and I get to put it, and it fits perfect, and it's everything, glasses. I mean, you could go on and on and on, thinking about how things are made and how Hashem gave us, especially in our generation, where we have also way, way beyond. I mean, the poorest guy today is richer than any prince and king of, 100 years ago. I mean, the people that work in your house as janitors have cell phones. It's not a generation that doesn't lacks, but again, physicality doesn't always equal joy. Mm-hmm. Just because you have a lot of physical things, you have to use your mind to appreciate it, to appreciate those things. And if you use your mind to appreciate and understand what we have and how it got there, and then you listen to a song and you're able to express through a song what it is that you're feeling, that's, Hashem wants that.
Who is the happiest person that you know?
That's a good question, because happiness sometimes is not an external, you can't tell externally if somebody's happy, because we said it's in the mind, so it's very hard to go into someone's mind and know, but it's most of the time it's the people in the kollel that I see every day next to my tables here in Deal. I mean, I see guys that are, don't miss a Seder, and they come and they learn and they pour their hearts out into the Torah. Because Torah Tamima Meshivas Nofesh, Torah has a way to, satiate the soul and also give it that joy. There's no better joy than to connect to the infinity, to connect to the Torah and the way Hashem, because Uvacharta b'chaim, Hashem said, this is what you should choose. So the people that I see on a daily basis in my kollel, I mean, I do see a lot of happiness and joy there. I do. Thank you
for coming.
Thank you so much for having me. Keep it up. For Klal Yisrael, they need it more than ever now with this war and everything that's happening now. We got to work on it. It's reading this book, reading books like this, and this something that helps tremendously. And it's Hashem. We should, the Guf and Neshama project is coming out. So Bezat Hashem, that should give a lot of people, hopefully inspiration, and Be'ezrat Hashem, we should dance b'simcha with the Geula.
Amen.
Hashem b'karov b'yameinu, amen. Thanks so much for having me.
I hope you'll enjoy this week's episode with Yaakov Shwekey. Hope you got more of an understanding about the power of music and how careful you have to be with what you enter into your neshama. It's hard for everyone, but this is not just with hearing, it's also with seeing. We have to be careful, we know, with what we watch, what we look at, and we all have challenges, we all have trials and tribulations, and at times we do fall, but we have to remember to get back up. Hashem made us human. We're not sticks and stones. We have challenges, we have temptations, and if we do fall, we have to realize it's not what defines us. Beis Hashem, there are going to be some incredible guests and content coming soon, some interviews, inspirational videos, and please follow and subscribe for more. Please comment on this episode, it helps. Please comment, share, like, subscribe. Please remember to subscribe to Parsha Knowledge, free. Great inspiration for your Shabbos table. It's beautiful inspiration and a story it's good for all ages. Please check it out. Email parshaknowledge@gmail.com. You can visit parshaknowledge.com. And our Olam Mishnah Berurah, get it for yourself. It will change your way of learning Mishnah Berurah. So please get one at your local bookstore. Beautiful pictures, illustrations, notes, commentary, everything you need. Good for all background, all learning levels. If you'd like to reach out to us, you could email Jewish and Joyful. It's a letter N, Jewish, the letter N, joyful @gmail.com. Thank you for listening, and have an amazing day. There's like a high.
Oh yeah, we wait for that day when we'll cry no more.